everybody. How is everybody on this sunny day? It's another beautiful, beautiful day outside, and so I thought that to start this new lesson that I might just do the beginning video here in the sunroom at my house because well, I thought that it would be a little more colorful and surrounded by all the plants and nature and stuff, and our project is going to emphasize on colors this time. But I just wonder if you all know who made all these colors. Who made all the colors for us? Who made all the colors of blues and reds and oranges and all the colors of the flowers and the trees? Anybody know where all those colors came from? Did you say God? You are right. God. God gave us all of these beautiful colors that we see. If you look out your window and there's flowers and there's blossoming trees and the color of the green grass and all the colors you see, those are all from God, and we just have to be grateful and thank Him for that gift. And springtime is just an amazing time to see how all the colors come to life, and so anyway, we want to really appreciate that. We want to thank God, because as artists, it would be pretty boring if we didn't have some really pretty colors to paint, things to look at, and colors to paint with or draw with our crayons and some of you guys have these big boxes. Some of you have big boxes, I know, like 100, 200 and some crayons, and all those colors God gave us. He's amazing. He's an amazing God. So we thank Him for that. But our project today is going to be, it's actually two parts. We're going to do what we call, it's called Hot Dogs and Cool Cats. Hot Dogs and Cool Cats. And yes, we're going to draw it, but the point of this assignment is going to be about color. And you have to understand what hot and cool are. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn about color wheel. Now, I think most of you have probably seen a color wheel before. This is a pretty simple one for you. But the color wheel is made up of, to start with, 3 basic colors. We have red, and we have yellow, and we have blue. And those 3 colors are called our primary colors. And those 3 colors make up all the other colors that we see in this world. Those 3 little colors. And what I mean by that, how that works is, if I mix red and yellow together, I think some of you know what I get. What will I get? Orange. Very good. I get orange right there. And if I mix yellow and blue together, what do I get? Green. Yep, green. And then if I mix the red and the blue together, what do I get? That's a little bit harder. Purple. I get purple right there. And then all these colors in between, that's just another mix of these 3 different colors. But the green and purple and orange, then they're called secondary colors. So yellow, red, and blue are primary colors, and green, orange, and purple are secondary colors. And then all the other colors are made out of those colors, okay? The other thing about color wheel, and this is where our hot dog and cool cat comes in, is you have warm side of color wheel and you have a cool side of the color wheel. The warm side is made up of reds and yellows and oranges. Basically, if you think of the sun or like fire or light bulbs, for me it helps if I just think of anything that makes me warm. The colors make me warm, and that would be like the sun and heat. Then the cool colors are blues and purples and greens, and you think of water, cold water that you might swim in, and you got green grass, got a little green little frog down there, clouds, sky. Sky's usually always blue, snowflakes, you got some purple grapes. If you're thinking of pink or something like that, pink is just a lighter shade of red, so it might be over here, okay? Lavender is a lighter shade of purple, so it might be over here, okay? So that's what we mean by warm and cool colors. Colors also kind of emphasize, uh, can can express how we feel. I mean, sometimes red, if you draw with red, it might mean that you're mad, or maybe you're in love, or yellow, maybe you're happy. That's kind of a happy color. And then blues a lot of times are used for if you're sad, or maybe if you're just relaxing, or you're calm. So colors can also express how you feel. But today we're just going to work with the warm and cool side of this. And so I have actually put hot down there because we have hot dogs. So the next step we're going to do, well, let me show you this first. Wait 1 second. I also have in your printout on your Google Classroom, you will have a copy of this. And then I also have included these little extra worksheets. These are not part of your assignment. You don't have to do them, but they're there if you just want to play with them. Okay. So then the next part of our project is that we are going to start drawing our hot dog. And what you will need for that is your drawing paper, and you will need either a permanent marker or a dark or black crayon. And I need to gather up my supplies, so while you gather up your supplies, I will get mine, and I will meet you back here in a little bit. Okay, we're back. You got all your supplies? I got mine. I got my drawing paper. I got a marker. You got a crayon. I'm going to use my marker. In case you didn't notice, we moved back inside. It was a little bit bright. It's getting a little hot out there, so I thought you'd probably be able to see what I'm doing a little bit better in here. So I got my paper, my marker. And I'm going to move my camera down here so you can't see me, but you'll see my paper. Okay? And you're just going to follow along. I'm going to try doing it upside down. You do it right side up. Okay. So like before, with another drawing we did, I think it was a chicks. For those that did chicks, we have our entire paper. You have a whole sheet of paper. So I don't want to see a little tiny doggy down here. I want the whole paper filled, okay? So we're going to start by drawing. I'm going to start at the top up here. I'm going to draw. Give your dog a kind of almost an egg shape. Or a rock. It looks like a potato. Anyway, something like that, okay? I have that at the top of my paper. I don't have it little down here. I've got it up here. I didn't take up the whole sheet either. I have it right up in the top half of my paper, okay? Now, I'm going to put his body on, and I'm going to make sort of a triangle. The triangle would connect up here, but I'm going to start right here. And these are kind of cartoonish. They're not going to look like real dogs, but they're going to look like really cute dogs, okay? So now I got the body. I got a head, I got a body shape. So from there, I think I'm going to add his nose. If I put his nose on first, then I have some idea of where I want his eyes. So a dog has pretty good size little muzzle there. He's got a big nose, kind of at the end of his face. I like that. Okay. Now we got some eyes. Eyes, just 2 circles. I'll let you catch up. He looks a little bit like a snowman right now, I think, but I'll give you a chance to catch up for a minute. And if if you get behind, you can always replay this video and pause it and whatever, so you'll be fine. Okay, got his body, his head, his nose, and his 2 eyes, or part of his 2 eyes. Now his eyes need some pupils. Now we're going to put in, this is going to be where his color is going to be, okay? See that? And then this is going to be our pupil. And the pupil is the black color of your eye. That's the color, that's the part that gets big or smaller depending on how much light is coming in. And those you can actually go ahead and color that in if you would like right now with your black. And I left little dots there. They're like little highlight dots. Gives a little bit more life to your eyes, I think, if you have some little highlights on there. Okay. Okay. Now I've got my eyes and my nose and my head and my body. Now I'm going to put on some, what do you think he needs now? I think maybe he needs some ears. What do you think? So you can have all kinds of dog ears. I'm going to just do in pencil here a second. I mean, you could have ears that would just kind of go down like that. You can have ears that go like, well, that almost looks like a cat, but anyway, you can have some bigger ears. You can have ears that kind of pop out. You can have ears that hang down. Okay, you all probably, a lot of you have dogs and they probably have all different kind of ears. They're not like a cat. Cats are kind of all the same. They're just different colors, but dogs definitely have a lot of different features. So, but for my dog, for this dog, I'm just going to make it kind of easy. And I'm just going to make some just kind of oval shaped ears. Go off the side of his head like that. Okay. See if I can do the other one. Because like I said, I'm doing this upside down. There we go. So there's my dog ears. Okay. The other thing I want to do to his face is, you know, when I talked about colors, making it how you feel, you also, your eyebrows, if you notice that your eyebrows really say a lot about what you're thinking or how you're feeling, depending on how you draw them on there. And so this little guy is just going to have a couple little, sort of like he's not sure if he's going to get the biscuit or not kind of look on him. Okay, that's what my doggy has. And the other thing, for those of you who want to get a little more creative, if you put some little highlights on that nose before you color it in, that also gives you a little bit more life, because their noses are shiny and their eyes are shiny. And so it helps give it a little bit more of a realistic look. And I'm just going to color mine in while some of you guys catch up with the drawing part. Some of you second graders doing this with kindergarten and first graders, I expect you to step up to the challenge of drawing these things really pretty awesome. Okay. All right. So now we are going to add, what else does he need? I think he needs some feet. Now here's where, if you had put this in pencil, you could erase this, but I'm going to just put him some legs. Take a leg down here, and then we'll put a little paw. And these are just little. Now, if you had done that in pencil, you could erase that, but it's not going to matter. And you have extra paper if you want to do more than one doggy, okay? And then I'm going to put another one down here, like that. Give him some little toes, okay? Got it? Now we want a tail. Let's put tail out here. Some doggies have little short tails like that. Some have big long tails. Some have like, is it the little, I forget which kind of dog it is that has the little curly tail. Anyway, dogs have lots of different kind of tails too, okay? So now, once you have this done, you can go back in and you can color your dog with hot colors, warm colors, okay? Remember what the warm colors? The warm colors, okay? And then on the bottom here, you might want to, like we did before, Maybe we'll put like a little line back here so he looks like he's sitting on the grass. You could put some grass in back here. You could do that with your colors. Just something to make him look like he's not floating around in the air, okay? And that is it for our hot dog. So once we get those done in a couple weeks, we will come back and we'll do something similar, but we're going to do our cool cats, okay? And so, speaking of cool cats, I got a kitty cat showing up here. I think he's telling me it's time for lunch. Anyway, so in your packet, you will have, look out, Scooter. You will have the sheet that I just drew from, and look, you could add a bone. I didn't even add a bone. You could add a bone. You could add spots to your doggy if you want. But also in your work handout, you're going to have this sheet. And this sheet has all kinds of body shapes. See the body shapes? Yeah, head shapes and body shapes. And different kind of ears and different facial expressions. Different eyes, different noses, mouths. And then even over here, it shows you like if you want them standing or sitting, there's laying down. These are the these are kind of bodies, how you can add. We have another kitty cat. It must really be lunchtime. Anyway, so you'll have that in your packet that you can work from. If you want to do, if you follow me along, you have that, and it's all you want to do. That's great. Color that in. But if you want to do an extra one, or you want to do a different one to turn in for your assignment, and then I've also included these. These are a little bit more detailed for you guys that want to do a little bit harder artwork. A lot of different faces for your dogs, different types of dogs. Our doggie's kind of like that, but just kind of looks like a bulldog or something like that. So all different kinds of faces you can use. So in your packet, you will have that. You'll have those 3 pages. You're going to have your color wheel. And you're going to have these little fun pieces to do. And if you have trouble printing this stuff off yourself, I know we don't have another pickup day, but you can let me know, and I will arrange to have to either meet you at the school, or I can leave them out on the bench out at the front door or something. We can work something out that you can get these papers if you can't print them out yourself at home. So again, I just am so glad to be here. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is I have started seeing your snails coming in for you kindergarten and first graders, and I have started seeing some of your big spring flowers from you second graders, and everything's really looking amazingly beautiful, as I would expect nothing less from you guys. I enjoyed seeing those of you that came to the parade Friday. That was a lot of fun. But anyway, we just want to remember to always be thankful to God for all the blessings that we do have, like being able to see each other in parades and just for what else? All the beautiful colors that He provides for us. I just thank God for you. And I just look forward to seeing all your hot dogs coming back in. And I hope you enjoy this project. I hope everything else is going well with you. And we'll see you as soon as we can. Bye-bye. And one more thing. Remember to put your name little down here or put it on the back. Little down here or put it on the back. I've gotten some artwork dropped off at the school that didn't have names on it. There's a couple that I still haven't figured out who they belong to. So I need to make sure that you put your names on these, okay? I know that when you send them in through the computer, it's easier for me to tell. But if you are dropping them off anytime, I need to know who they belong to, okay? And that way I can also give them back to you when we give all the artwork back when school's done. So just wanted to remind you, make sure you put your names on them, and you might even put on the back, maybe put your grade too. So that would be helpful for me. So anyway, thank you very much. We will see you later.